LimeNotLemon. It's another episode of Backseat Driver with Ziggity Zig and that guy Griff. And Ziggity Zig, and we're up against a Protoss, the PvP. We haven't had many PvPs in Backseat Driver, as far as I can recall. Have we? I don't know. A Jinkaja? Why does that sound like a racist slur?
Because you are racist.
Right. Well, I'm just going to start calling everyone a Jinkaja now. Oh, you greasy Jinkaja? Getting out of the GLHF, Griff begins with the probe production, as you normally do, because you can't go immediately into a 3-pool with Protons. That just won't work. Stupid jokes that only I get.
I could have proxy 4-gated, or 2-gated.
That is true. So you're definitely not proxy gating. Of that much we are certain. Up against Protoss, it does seem the Protoss meta has switched around quite a bit, where it used to be Colossus Wars, but now it seems to be this weird air toss versus air toss, and whoever has the more Phoenixes or a goodly amount of Phoenix, Void Ray, Oracle, and just kind of multitasking all your air units around, that person shall win.
By multitasking, you mean remembers to press E on the
Yeah. What do you call multitasking?
Void Rays, that's what they're called.
I'm getting better at hitting charge on Void Rays. However, the one thing that I have been getting a lot of comments about recently is that Oracles have a detect spell.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why you go Stargate or Robo in this matchup.
Because the thing is that I don't ever... When I go Stargate, I have zero detection whatsoever. And then Dark Templar come in and just ruin me, so I need to figure out a much better...
Or you build an Oracle and then you'll have detection.
But I didn't know that I had... Never mind. But I'm grooving the 14 guys. Standard timings for all of the buildings within the main base right there. Not walling off against Protoss, which usually you just kind of practice walling off or forget what you're doing and wall off for whatever reason. Getting the second pylon behind the mineral line. Moving units directly into gas straight away. Ooh, remembering to return the minerals that they have already chopped down.
Oh yeah, I've got that.
Having a look to see what is going on up here, and it looks like pretty much the exact same build over on this side. Grip up ready to do the Cyber Core, which is going to come in now-ish. Putting 16 pylon, 17 Cyber Core, and moving out additional probes. So keep it on the macro, which is doing quite a good job there. And there is the scouting probe by Jinkaja. I remember the pro guy's name. Getting the second gas on top of that, trying to decide whether he's going to go Robo or Stargate. I'm predicting Stargate, but that is just because I think that's probably more his style. Grip's forward probe is now moving his way out of Jinkaja's base and probably going to do, there we go, with the proxy pylon of some sort. Or just hang out and have a look. You don't need to change what you're doing just because I'm getting lucky in predicting things. I'm not actually that right. Warp gate research beginning up, and now
as if I have
ready with the first unit.
As if I have that much of a plan.
Probably looking at a range unit of one sort or another. There's the star. There's the stalker coming out. Up against one single zealot. Not quite sure what those two buildings were, but that was probably a gate and the cyber core. Wait, why was the cyber core not there yet?
It was. It's right there.
Oh. I only looked at the warping in bits.
It's right there as the building that looks like a cyber core.
Missing a boost in the warp gate technology. I'm not sure if he's boosting units or boosting warp gate. Could really go either way. Making a boost.
You require my skills.
Or are you worried about Jinkaja's shenanigans? Shenanijinkaja?
With the shadow.
Shabadoo? Reno Rojo Rahiro. Making sure that no one is in his base to see that he's putting down the Stargate, going on 2-gate Stargate, which is actually sometimes a lot more viable than a 3-gate Stargate, because other times you kind of run out of materials and minerals, but with the 2-gate then you're not really doing too many things. There's the 3rd gate going down at the same time. So just squeezing in the Stargate in amongst the 4 buildings that you can just traditionally support off of one base. Trying to cover the main...
This is not the build I wanted to do.
Covering the main gate just to make sure that nobody comes up the ramp and finds out what's happening. At this point, not really knowing what is going on out of Jinkaja's base might be a hot idea to move a ranged unit in towards the back, because on this map you see a lot of fast airplay, and they could just whip across with the Oracle and be right up in your face even before you move the units to go and protect things. So there is the maneuver to get all of the units around, and probably ready for this 2 and 3 gate to open up. Now that warp gate has been researched.
I told them to, but I forgot you have to tap.
Yeah, you got to tap over there.
Perceiving.
That sometimes bothers me slightly. There goes the first Oracle. Griff gonna get a second Oracle in just a moment once he has 150 gas. And 2, 3, there. And realizes we're supply blocked. So probably should have pointed that out, but I was also not paying attention because I'm not all that good at this game either. I'm only in, well, that would be the probe that you just told to go in that direction.
Apparently, when I set a second group, it didn't set.
Perhaps not.
Extrapolate.
But that's okay. The Oracle now has enough energy that can start going in and start laying waste to the probes. Finding out what's going on. I'm not sure
You
if
seek guidance.
Jinkaja would have thought about a
Our
fast
fates are
expand. Don't see anything
I
over
see.
here. Nope, no defensive units, so this is going to go quite well, except, oh, there comes the boost. Nope, there's going to be no photon overcharge because there's not enough energy on that mothership core. And the mothership core is just standing there saying, I am actually quite powerful, but I can't shoot across the sky at you. This Oracle is definitely making its weight in gold. 16 kills on that Oracle and manages to make it out on time. So that is just going to do a small amount of ruination on there. Griff can get his units down at the top of that ramp, and because the only thing that Jinkaja has left is to move in with the full size of the army, and with this, the addition of the Void Ray getting into the air, this is just a detrimental attack, and there they all come, moving all their way up. Could do a cancellation on that Nexus, but it looks like he's going to have quite enough to take care of this small army out of Jinkaja, even with the Oracle making it in time. Hero Oracle with 15 kills making its way across before finally dying to a few ranged units, and that is basically going to finish off the game. If Jinkaja does not GG here, it's going to be a long, slow, painful suicide. Well, not really suicide, but you know what I mean. There's another Void Ray warping in for Griff, definitely staying ahead, doing quite well in the army supply and also supply department. The macro back at home is doing quite well. There is the Nexus that has finally hopped in. So now on 2 bases, beginning that economy is just going to keep rolling, and there is Griff's army deciding to take the most widespread wander across the map. Okay, you take the high road, I'll take the medium road, Tim will take the low road, Steve will take the medium-low road, and we'll all meet over there. That was just everybody going in their own way. That was a Fleetwood Mac song and a half. That was just craziness. Getting up the ramp, trying to find out if there's going to be any expansion up here, because the only way the Jinkaja can stay in this game is either, oh, and there's probably going to be a couple of, no, there's not even a sentry at the moment, didn't leave one at home, didn't warp one in at home, and Jinkaja is just all kinds of screwed. There is nothing left for him here. Got a couple of Zealots left, but I don't see how the Zealots are going to just jump up and stab into the air. Jinkaja grasping at straws for mostly the last 2 minutes of that. Once the Oracle took out 15 of his probes, he was done, and the rest of that was just sort of us making up crap and filling in time. If you watched any or all of that, leave us a comment down below, send us an email, contact@LimeNotLemon.com, or you can follow us on Twitter @NotLemon. I need a drink of water, there's more where that came from.